It's that time of year, isn't it? It's football season, and I know a couple of weeks ago I did a kind of football inspired lunchbox idea, but I've got another one, so let's go. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I'm always in the baking section in the supermarkets, always looking out for fresh ideas, and I found these chocolatey footballs. I also found this football cupcake kit, but don't panic, because this idea, it is going to be really simple. I just wanted to show you what's available in the supermarket. We're going to keep this one really simple. We're going to have the cutters, we're going to use those little footballs and anything that's kind of ball shaped or round, and we're going to pack it in the yum box. And if you watch to the end, I'll show you what happens when I shake up the lunchbox. But let's get back to packing the lunchbox. We're going to use these sort of lime green cupcake cases. We've got a serviette, we've got a whole different bunch of cutters. Now if you look really closely at the football, you'll see that actually it's made up of hexagons and pentagons to get the round shape, but I thought, you know what, let's just keep it simple. Let's go for a round cutter. So check the link below, because I have now got a new Amazon storefront, so you can check out everything that I have, that I use in the kitchen, or lunchbox kit that I think you could find useful. So do check the link below in the description box. And so I'd seen a really elaborate idea on Instagram the other week, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to mix up the brown bread and the white bread. I'm going to cut out loads of little mini football sandwiches. Now it can be whatever filling of your choice. I had some leftover cheese, some cheddar cheese, and I thought, right, let's cut these up into the little sizes. You could also do this with ham or chicken or salami, whatever you want. But as I say, the whole point of this idea though is it's super simple, super easy, and it's a football sandwich. So we're not even going to waste the scraps either, so don't worry, because these can always go inside or be melted down into a sort of cheese toasty or anything like that. So we're putting a tiny knob of butter top and bottom, and then we're just going to make all the teeny weeny little sandwiches. Now I have also got an England lunchbox idea if you're feeling patriotic. So there's lots of different ideas on the channel if you are into football. There's also the one I did a couple of weeks ago, so do check out all the playlists, because there's so much fun on the channel. And I think a couple of years back I did even do the Queen used to love jam pennies, which are little round sandwiches with jam in the middle. So I actually did a blog post about that, because I was lucky enough to be sent a press release from one of the Queen's chefs back when she was alive, and sort of some of her favourite afternoon tea things. So back to the idea. So we've got this lime coloured serviette, we've got the cupcake cases. They could be silicone cupcake cases. These are just paper ones, but I wanted everything to be green like the football pitch. So we're going to pop in all these little round footballs, and shortly we're going to get into how I'm going to use these little footballs that are going to top the lunchbox. So I also found these little mini cookies. Now I think I found these in Aldi. They're the perfect size for this little central round pot. I had thought that I was going to decorate these with the green icing that I'd found, so do look out for things like this in the baking section of your supermarkets. These Snacker Jacks, again, I wanted something round, a round snack that I could pop in. And these are mini size ones. You could use hula hoops, or you could use little football snacks, round little ball snacks. So these little chocolate footballs, I know you might have to be super careful getting them into the school, or this could be a lunchbox that you pack for after school or an early breakfast, or it could be at the weekend or something like that. So I found these green icing pens. Again, I said I wanted this to be super easy. You could use the edible glue pen if you wanted to sort of reduce down the amount of sugar. As I say, these are white chocolate, so you may not get it past the sort of lunchbox police at school, but just bear in mind, as I say, you could do this as an afternoon tea idea or whatever. So these are by Dr. Oetker, and the icing pens are by Dr. Oetker as well, so do have a really good look in your baking section. Now there's so many lunchbox ideas on the channel now. I did want to make sure that I put in some healthier options like chunks of carrot, or it could be cucumber sticks, but I thought, you know what, let's use the star cutter and cut these out into stars and alternate the cucumber and the carrot as I'm showing you here. And sometimes, yeah, it doesn't go to perfection, but I just, like with nature, I'm always saying it, it doesn't matter if it's slightly misshapen, because you get the overall look and feel of all of these stars. And if it encourages the kids to eat cucumber and carrot, then that's great, isn't it? You could easily swap out one of these sections, or use a sort of reduce down the number of sandwiches and put in some more fruit. So you could even make little melon balls, or watermelon balls, or anything like that, to just sort of introduce a bit more fruit. So keep watching to the end, because I will show you what happens when I shake up the lunchbox. Does everything stay in place like it is right now, or what happens? I love this idea. It's just using really simple cutters, and it is so fast to make. And I just think if your child opens up the lunchbox and they're heavily into football, I think it's going to put a smile on their face. So you could easily use this idea for any sort of activities that involve balls. Just, as I say, keep a lookout. I'm going to look out to see if I can find any tennis balls, because we've got Wimbledon coming up soon in the UK. So I know I've done some Wimbledon inspired or tennis inspired lunchbox ideas before. They're on the channel. I've even done one for Henley Roll Regatta, because there's a lot of rowing in the UK. And you can see I just shook it up, and look what's happened. One of those little mini biscuits in the centre cracked, but everything is totally intact. So, you know, that's what I like about these Yumbox lunchboxes. And the beauty is all in the lid. There's a silicone seal so that it sort of seals everything in, so nothing moves around. So like I always say, make sure you use an ice pack. Make sure you keep the food safe until lunchtime. If you're not sure, or if you need some extra tips on how to keep the lunchbox cool, I'll link the videos above so you can check those out. There's so many hints and tips on the Lunchbox World YouTube channel as well now, so I'm here to help, here to serve you. And you know, don't forget to grab all the free resources. There's some links in the description box below, so check those out, because you know, I've got some great tips for packing the lunchboxes fast, so that you know, you find it less stressful. I mean, I'm all about taking the stress and putting the fun back into packed lunches. So what do you think? I really hope you like the idea. Really hope you like the themed lunchbox ideas. There's so many different ideas now on the channel, and I just keep coming up with new ideas every week. But if you have got a specific pain point, if you do want if you want some more videos on certain ideas, just let me know. Comment below, because I read every single message. So for those that don't know me, I'm Caroline, I'm the Lunchbox Lady, and I've been obsessing and still am obsessing on lunchbox ideas and what to put in the packed lunch, whether it's for a picnic, whether it's for school, work, play, every kind of occasion. I've even done afternoon tea in a lunchbox. That's been the most successful so far. So I am doing a lot more posher lunchboxes, charcuterie inspired, but I'm also doing back to school. So there should be lots of ideas that will inspire you, I'm hoping. But if there is a specific pain point that you've got, let me know. Comment below, and that could be the next video. So do make sure you let me know. And if you like this idea, YouTube thinks you're going to like these ones next. So see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you grab the free resources as well. Thanks. Bye now.